What's up? What's up? Hopefully my mic setup is good. Just wanted to give a quick review. Well, this is my first time on this bike, so of the 2023 KTM SXF 350. This is actually my first time riding the bike. I just bought it from a guy on OfferUp, and he raced this thing in the World Vet Championship a couple years ago, and he ended up winning with this bike. So I got it for the guy wanted 55, and I ended up getting it for 45, but he said he would take off the suspension and the wheels that were on it and the Pro Circuit exhaust. It had it's 160 or 140, I'm sorry, I think on the hour meter, but he said he just did a fresh top end 20 hours ago. They got a fence right here. Never seen that. But I live right here in Temecula, so I'm lucky to have some trails back here. As for me, I'm 41. I really don't race a lot, but when I do, if I do, I race C-Class. But I'm usually ride the track, Kuya, Pears sometimes. I go to Fox Raceway a lot. Usually on the vet track. But this is my first time actually on a 350. I bounce around between a 250 and 450s, and I know people always say it, but god damn, this feels exactly like they say, the best blend between both, because god damn, it feels like I'm riding the 250, but it just keeps pulling. My last bike was a 2022 YZ250F, and I love that bike, man. But if I was to bitch about one thing about that bike, it'll be that the Yamahas are known for having good bottom end and very torquey, but they don't have no top end, and they rev out quick. But this KTM, I can already tell, you can just pull on this thing. So he was running race gas in it right now, but he said I could, just good to run regular pump gas, because when he first initially sold it to me, it had the stock ECU, but he had a vortex ECU that he was selling separate, and so he charged me $400 extra for that, and I gotta get down this shit. So I haven't been back here in a while, but so I bought it with the stock ECU, and I wanted to put it on after I bought it there at his house to test ride it, but he was like, nah, just go home and put it on. And then he wanted me to experience it out here. But so I got home and I put the vortex ECU on, And right away, if there's any doubts whether you should get the Vortex ECU and doesn't make a difference, hell yeah. It pulls so much smoother and so much better and so much longer. It's a huge difference. Oh shit! Almost ate shit there. So we had some rain a couple days ago. It's a little rutted out. The video doesn't do justice. But damn, this thing pulls. And it's only a pound, I think, 1 or 2 pounds lighter than the 450. But it does not feel like a 450 at all. And this thing's actually heavier than my 22 Z250F. But it feels way lighter because it's got so much power. And I've rode air suspension before, but I can't tell the difference. They say the 23 KTMs are better. My last KTM was a 17 150 SX, and I don't think I'm a good enough rider to tell the difference, but I kind of want to say this feels just as good as my Yamaha suspension. And I only weigh 140 pounds, or sorry, 160. So I only weigh 160, maybe 170 pounds. It's been a while since I weighed myself. But I forget how to get down here. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been back here, so I kind of want to, I don't want to eat shit, especially riding by myself. But God, this thing is torquey, man. But it's not like torque as in like a jerky torque. It's just, if you want it, it's there. But it does feel like a fucking 250. A lot. But they say the 23s, they try to make them a little bit closer to the 450. And I've had a 2019 KTM 450. And I can kind of see it. But the power just isn't like right in your face, like grab the throttle and just as soon as you touch it, your head goes back. It's not like that. It's like a 250, you roll on it and it just keeps going. I'm actually pretty impressed that it's riding this good in these fucking trails. And like I said, when I first hooked it up with the stock ECU, me and my buddy, my neighbor, came over because he wanted to ride it, and we both got on it, and we were like, with the stock ECU, it kind of had like a little bit of putter. You would get on the gas and it just was like, I don't know. And I asked him, did he notice it? And he was like, yeah. And then we hooked the Vortex ECU up to it, and man, it was night and day. Like I said, I'm 41, and I'm not that fast on the track. I'm not slow, but I just wanted to get a bike that I could kind of do everything. And that sounds like a broken record with all the reviews that I've seen on this bike, but it's true. Like, this just isn't the perfect bike for vets. This is the perfect bike for everybody. Like, who the fuck wouldn't enjoy this thing? I mean, she has power, dude. I'm not the best at wheelies, but a little power wheelie there just to show you how much you could just get on it. And the clutch feels pretty good. He's got the ASV levers on here, but you definitely can feel the difference in the hydraulic clutch coming from the Yamahas. It's so much easier to pull. And not only that, but like just switching gears on the KTM, it's more crisp. Like when you pop it in gear, it just a lot more crispier than the Yamaha. It's not really a lag on the Yamaha. It's just like when you hit it on the KTM, it's just like clunk, you know it's there. Also too, on the 23s, they have the quick shift, which I haven't really did yet. I'll get up here and cut it on and we'll bang through the gears and see how that is. Does you just hit the button? Quick shift. So you have the white and then the green. But like I said, I have the Vortex ECU set up. I have the Vortex ECU set up, so but it still has the maps in there for the white and the green. But so far, to me, the green feels the best. So I guess when you get in, put it in quick shift, from what I did my research on, it's from second and up. So don't go to first gear and try to do it. So I guess it doesn't work like that. So there's some dogs right there. Get up here a little bit more. I don't want to piss these people off. So here we go. So I'm in second, third, fourth, and a fucking car comes. But it did it. It felt like, felt good. We'll try it again up here on this road. It felt better than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like a delay or like a clunk sensation, but it felt normal. But here we go. First gear, we're going to second. I clutch that. Okay, no more clutch. Alright. Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie. That felt good. And a lot of other reviews I saw in the quick shift, a lot of people said that they thought it was kind of a gimmick and they probably wouldn't see themselves using it. But for me, I'm gonna use that shit because I'm pretty sure everybody here like me gets arm pump. And so if I don't gotta pull on that clutch, that's one less thing I gotta do. And I can just stay focused on my body position and not fucking worried about pulling that thing in and shifting. I mean, the majority of the time on most tracks, at least in Southern California, you usually do them in second and third anyway, but still, it's nice to have that. But tomorrow I'm supposed to go to a drag race. My buddies and them, they do Can-Ams and dirt bike drag racing, so I guess that'll be a good time to test it out there. But nevertheless, I think it's cool that they came up with that. Whether I end up using it or not, but here we go again. Second, third, fourth. feels good. So in a couple weeks, I can't wait to take this thing out to Korea and do a track review of this bike. But I can already tell that this thing's ready to go. So yeah, if you guys got any questions, hit me up. But overall, my review is, if you're thinking about getting a 350, whether you're a vet rider, beginner, or you just haul ass, I strongly recommend this bike.